Scatha mining is perfect if you're addicted to gambling and want to make 50 million coins an hour, pretty much AFK. Oh, it's rare.
No.
Now with Scatha mining, I see a lot of people just mining in a straight line and wondering why they're getting 0 worm spawns. So today's video, I'm going to give you guys a full guide on how to actually Scatha mine efficiently and get Scatha pets in less than 3 hours of mining. So to start, you're going to need some pretty cracked out gear. I'm going to break it to you now. The gear is not easy for Scatha mining. To start out, you want a type of drill. It really doesn't matter. Having some better type of drill so you can mine through gems and mithril quicker is pretty important. Then you're going to want some type of fleet drill. This is optional alongside with a blue cheese goblin omelet. Next, you want a dataless axe. This is the best item for Scatha mining. I don't really suggest Scatha mining without this, as it's just going to give you so much magic find, and going from like 100 magic find to 300 can just triple your rates. I suggest having a bow. This is totally Terminator, and then you can shoot and one tap the Scathas from a distance without having to move. And then subscribing should give you about 50 more magic find. And then next, you just want whatever magic find equipment you can get alongside the blazing reforge. The blazing reforge, every heat you get increases your chance to get a worm. So the higher heat, the more worms you get, upping your rates by a load. Also at the gold essence shop, you can get treasure of the earth 5, giving you 10% more worm and Scatha spawns. Now is your gear. First, you'd want a sorrow set for the magic find. There's no point in going for anything more than this, especially since superior just got nerfed for pet luck. Your sorrow should have renown, and legion is not suggested since you probably won't be getting any players near you doing this. Next, you want a set that can give you as much mining spread as possible, so either mineral or glossy mineral. Jaded is optional, as you want some more fortune just so you can get a little bit more money per hour from things that isn't a Scatha pet. Next, talking about pets, the armadillo pet is the best and pretty much only pet you want or when you're wearing your glossy armor. This is because the snail pet slows you down and you won't be able to go backwards as fast. So the armadillo is really your only option when it comes to mining spread. And then the best pet is a golden dragon with a Minos relic. So it gives you that magic find stat bonus that gets copied onto your Daedalus axe, giving you up to like 100 more magic find. For the HOTM tree, you need about 6 perks plus an ability that are absolutely required to do this. First is Mole, an efficient miner, for that mining spread when you're going backwards through your tunnels. Then Great Explorer, so if you spawn a chest in your straight line, you don't need to dig around it, you can just right click it. Then you want your ability to be tunnel vision. This makes Scathas and worms spawn 40% more often and 50% more often if you have a blue cheese goblin omelet. And then the absolutely most important one, I don't suggest Scatha mining if you don't have this, which comes at HOTM 8, is 30 more magic find on mining items. Now the optional HOTM tree stuff that is mostly just mining speed and fortune, so you can get more money per hour from breaking Hearthstone and ores and break through the gemstones and mithril quicker, is going to just be mining speed, mining fortune, professional so you can break through gems quicker, ore fortune, sky mall, gem lover, season mine. Keep it cool for heat resistance so you don't have as much downtime trying to get your heat down. Blockhead for block fortune, fortunate mine, and speedy mine. Next is attributes. Attribute wise, there's not really much that helps specifically for Scathas, but you have Cinderbat, the Hyperion leaf shard for block fortune, and then the Yogg membrane for heat resistance. Now other than that, if you want the really small amount of buffed rates, you can go ahead and get some powder mining attributes. I'm gonna make a powder guide right after this, so you know, from the future, go ahead and check that out. So I see a lot of people Scatha mining incorrectly, which kind of hurts to see as they're just tunnel boring in a 1x2, which kills your rates by so much. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it with perfect efficiency. Come in front of this nucleus and go to where it branches out in the magma fields towards the precursor remnants and follow my path. Following this path is just the fastest way to where you can get to the edge of the map and then mine westwards, which is pretty important. Once you're here, as you can see, somebody's already mined this way. And once you get here, you just want to mine a straight line until you get to the bedrock wall. Now here's where I'm going to talk about something pretty important, is if you don't want to grief your rates, go ahead and look for a lobby that isn't touched or hasn't been used as much. This lobby's probably going to kill my efficiency a good bit. If I were to mine in here, I'm just going to lobby hop until I find the best lobby. Now that I found a good lobby, you just want to go and mine from bottom right to the top right until you've mined out the entire right wall. Now that you've mined your entire way to this bedrock wall, next you want to go about 5 to 7 blocks away from the start. This isn't all too important, so don't stress about it too much. Just make sure when you're mining 5 blocks out as far as you can reach, you don't hit it to where it looks something like this and you're seeing other spots where you mine. Then again, mine to the end of the wall. You want to run no mining spread for your first tunnel, and going backwards you want as much mining spread as you can get. So using these pet rules helps a lot. I have mining spread pet when I equip my glossy mineral, and then my magic find pet when I equip my golden dragon, and then I have a quick bind to open the HOTM tree so I can turn off mole and efficient miner, and then I'm using a drill that doesn't have fleet, so I have 0 mining spread when I mine. Then you just want to mine from one edge of the map to the other, and you need to make sure you're going in the direction west. Now that I've mined to the other end, I've somehow managed to pick the probably most griefed lobby in all the Crystal Hollows. So a good way to avoid doing this, look for a lobby that's sub day 10, so you don't run into older lobbies where people could have been spending more time Scatha mining. And definitely spend your time lobby hopping, because if I were to actually be Scatha mining this lobby for like an hour or two, my raids would be completely horrendous and I won't be spawning a lot of worms at all. Now it's time to switch to your mining spread setup. To do this, just go ahead and open your wardrobe and put on your glossy armor. And if your pet rules are right, it should automatically pull out your armadillo. Then if you have a fleet drill, go ahead and pull that out and open up your HOTM tree and turn on all your mining spread stuff. Then simply hold S and find a good angle. Now this is what happens if your lobby's griefed. You're going to be stuck running out of your tunnel quite often. So this is why you do need a good lobby, and it's incredibly important. So now that you got your angle lined up, simply pop your tunnel vision ability and simply walk backwards and hold left click. You're going to get insanely more rates doing this. Cut me off. You're going to get a lot more rates doing this backwards way instead of doing the front tunnel. But the front tunnel is required to actually go through the spawning mechanics of getting a Scatha. Now the next thing that's important, when you spawn a worm, a 30-second cooldown goes off, as you can see on the left. So when this is on, you just want to wait when you're going backwards until your spawn cooldown's up. And then once your cooldown's up again, you can go back to mining. The reason you don't want to mine during your cooldown is because you're just going to burn through your entire way backwards, which is when you're going to get your most amount of worm spawns. So if you waste it while you're on cooldown, you're not going to get good rates. Something important is if you end up spawning a worm going forward like this without your mining spread, you want to kill your worm and go back to mining, because you want to get your no mining spread tunnel done as quickly as possible. So now to actually kill your Scatha, you would preferably already have your Sorrow armor if you're just tunneling straight forward. Or if you're in your mineral armor, switch to your Sorrow armor and your pet rules should get your magic find pet out, and just simply hit it with your Daedalus axe. If it's a normal worm, just hit it with your bow or kill it as quick as possible, but make sure you are killing it so you can max out your bestiary. Another thing is shurikens. So when you spawn a Scatha, preferably you want to bomb or break walls around it. I believe you want 3 of the walls on both sides broken, and then you want to throw your shuriken for a percentage of more magic find, and then kill it with your Daedalus axe after you hit it. Next, you can just find these shurikens on Bazaar if you're not Iron Man. They're only 36,000 coins and give 5% more magic find, which is incredibly worth it and will definitely lead for more profits. Now, like everything in this game, there's mods that make this so much more easier and better. Now, if you are on Badline, I believe there is enough sufficient mods to actually be able to do this on Badline. It's just not going to be as convenient. So the first thing would be the Scatha mod. Once you have it downloaded, I'll have the Discord in the description. Just do SP and you can get a help menu and SP settings to get through your settings. It's incredibly helpful as it shows when your ability will be ready, when your spawn cooldown's off, how many worms you're getting, how many Scathas you're getting, how many pets you're dropping, and so much more. It even calculates your magic find and how much money per hour you're making using this system right here. So for example, I have about 312 magic find, 73 pet luck, and I'm getting about 15 Scathas an hour. I would be making 42 million coins an hour. This isn't counting Hearthstone or any other drops I would be getting. And I also have a pretty mediocre magic find setup. Now that is all for the video. Good luck on your Scatha mining. Hopefully you guys get better RNG than I did. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'm gonna have more guides coming out soon. I also have a Discord server and a guild. So if you guys want to join my guild, go ahead and join the Discord server and apply and make a ticket. And of course, thank you for watching.